Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today we're going to be watching the all-new 2024 Harley Davidson motorcycle video. I thought it was going to be a live stream. They made everybody sign up for email, made it sound like this big deal, but here we are, and they just literally released a YouTube video on their website. So, doesn't seem very interesting or exciting. It'd be a lot cooler if they did a live stream. Um, I don't know why they didn't do that, but this company does a lot of questionable things. We'll get into it. I'm predicting CVO Pan America. They're going to show the new Street Glide with the updated fairing and the new Road Glide with the updated fairing. And then probably some clothing or something boring. But we'll get into it and see what they have to offer. Starting off with a trailer they already released. Still highlighting more of the same here. CVO bikes that have been out.
Rather true and honest experiences, brought to life by our desire to chase down the American dream. From sunrise to sunset.
Right there, that's a CVO Pan America. Saw some interesting, yeah, very high quality paint on that, which is kind of odd for an adventure bike that you'll be tipping over. Yep, CVO.
Reveal something extraordinary.
Well, the paint job on that Pan America looked cool, but not exactly a paint job I'd want to take off-road. Yep, knew this was coming. The new Street Glide. It's gonna have the CVO fairing on it. Yep. Be interesting to see what motor's in it though. Oh, it's got the updated dash. Ooh, almost saw the motor there. It didn't look like the CVO 120. Yeah, 117. That's interesting. I wonder if it's the same exact. Yeah, it's probably the same 117 that's been out, with just a little bit different air cleaner on there. I don't know if it's gonna have the VVT like the CVOs do.
I think the best way to experience nature is on a Harley Davidson. It's a way to connect people back with the land.
I would say just a motorcycle in general. But
what America really is. It's that
intensity.
They don't have the Brembo brakes on these either.
Something that makes you feel alive.
So it seems like a very, yeah, same primary cover. Seems like a very similar bike to what they had, just with a 117 updated fairing.
Full throttle, no looking back. That's what I've been riding towards every day since he told me that.
It's a really awesome looking area. Be interesting if they release where that is exactly. I'm not quite sure. See a mountain there though. Might be out west somewhere. New Road Glide, same thing. CVO fairing, I'd imagine, on a 117. It's an interesting emblem there. The rainbow chrome. It looks like the same motor. Oh, that's the Pan America distributor cap they have there. That's interesting. Maybe they might have done some changes to the engine. be interesting to see if they say anything about this engine here, if they change anything. They've had a 117 that's been out. Really interesting format here of not really like displaying the bikes, kind of telling these stories, showing cinematic clips of the bikes. I want to see more about this engine because they put the distributor cap where the horn always was. So something's changing here, but they're not telling us what.
See my dad behind me, it just brings me back.
Okay. Yeah, just, you know, same updates to the road glide. A different video than the street glide. Seems like they're kind of just wasting time here. I suppose they probably don't have much to change. Company doesn't change much, so they gotta do something for the 25 minutes. CVO, Pan America probably.
Custom vehicle operations was born out of a desire to create the ultimate.
This is unique at least.
Over the years,
They've never.
boundaries got pushed further and
Pan
further.
America alone is a
The best
newer
paint, the best performance, the best
platform.
audio. Each bike really seemed to have outdone the one that came before it. Today, CVO truly represents increased travel to 3
Hey,
inches,
this is all
which
old
really
news.
significantly
This stuff's been
improves
out.
rider comfort and enhances the
Confused
handling
at what
of
they're
the bikes.
doing here.
The crown jewel was the introduction of this new our ultimate performance.
Oh yeah, the ST line. I forgot about that. It's interesting that they turned that into a CVO though.
Our CVO Road Glide and Street Glide models come in Legendary Orange and our Copperhead Hue Shift paint schemes. We went back and looked at the second
Okay, but what
year
are they
that
gonna
we did
change
CVO
about
in
these?
2000 we had the Road Glide. This year, 100% felt like we really had to have the orange and black scheme to celebrate this anniversary. We wanted it
25th
first street to
anniversary of
reminisce
CVO,
the
I
breakup
guess.
and the colorway of the black and orange that was on that original motorcycle, but we wanted to add some more metallic flake to that orange to really bring out the highlight and bring out the new surfaces that we have on the bodywork. And we decided to go with a silver parting line painted graphic that's actually hand brushed with 2 different silver paints. The color, the scheme, the breakup, especially of the legendary orange bike, directly ties back to that second year
Okay,
of
so this is
CVO,
a
the
new
first bagger
paint
CVO.
scheme on the ST line, but it looks pretty similar.
Orange colorway, which is both available on the CVO Road Glide and Street Glide. There's a second colorway, which is Copperhead. And Copperhead is this beautiful color that's just got this incredible flop on it, meaning that the paint travels from one hue to
Be
another.
interesting to see prices on
With the
these.
scorched chrome finishes.
It comes from a pivot that we're making with our ST line of
Ooh, the
motorcycles,
forged
which
carbon
up to this
fiber
point
there.
has been bronze as the accent color. You would probably argue that another color on the motorcycle is the beautiful forged carbon bits, but
Yep.
that's a real functional element.
The front fender, the console, the
That's
muffler,
impressive.
end
Oh, the
cap,
muffler
and the seat
tips?
cowl are all
Seat
made from
cowl?
forged carbon fiber in a satin
It's gonna be
box. Something
expensive
that
though. I
screams
can
performance
guarantee
any
you
carbon
Harley's gonna
fiber
charge an
does, but
absorbent
this
amount of money
being
for
made
this.
in there organically, no 2 patterns or no 2 parts are gonna look exactly the same.
I think 10, 15 years ago, somebody had said, in the
This'll
future,
be
there's going to be
interesting.
an Harley Davidson adventure bike. We might have been surprised by that. If that adventure bike was going to also become part of the CVO offering, I think a lot of people would have been surprised.
Yeah,
That's
this
just part
was
the
kind of a
excitement of the
surprise.
kind of newness. Every year brings something new.
We noticed since we released Pan America that people are customizing Pan Americas. It's the only adventure bike that I've ever seen that gets fully customized the way they're getting customized, which is a testament to our customer and to our brand. And
I
think
don't know
it really
about
says a lot
that.
about the people that choose to ride our adventure bike. They are as passionate about the adventure and the functionality of the motorcycle as they are the customization, which you just don't see with any other adventure bike.
A radiator shield and auxiliary LED lighting.
At least it's
It's got the
functional.
Lord Adventure windshield
Radiator
and
guard.
heated grips. And a toolkit designed specifically for the Pan America. Really, truly is the ultimate adventure bike. from
Okay, a
Harley Davidson.
toolkit specifically for the Pan America. Aren't all toolkits designed for the motorcycle? You're not gonna put wrenches in there that aren't for the bike.
Legendary orange is the color with Atlas silver, which is this beautiful wet slide detail that looks like almost like spun aluminum. And then it's all backed up with Raven metallic, which is like a dark black with a beautiful
Atlas orange? Am I colorblind? This is red.
Fourth and final paint job will be snow, rain, mud. The more dents and mud and scratches we put on the bikes, the better. You know, they kind of give the bikes a great patina. That's adventure touring.
Okay, you literally just played these clips. Like, why? I'm very confused on this video. They're repeating things all over the place. Okay, we already just saw this. This is the video they just played without someone talking over it.
That quiet time to just feel like I'm truly in this
More
world.
of their advertising strategy of telling a story instead of telling about the bike.
I can
So I'm curious about specifications here, horsepower, changes, like, they're not going to list any of that though.
Temperature, I'm sensing the speed. There's just so much more to head a little bit, work it out, improvise, or tough it out.
People that want to do adventure riding know they want to do adventure riding. This little story about this guy riding on a dirt road isn't going to sell anything.
Dirt, you're standing. And when I'm standing like that, I feel so like weightless and comfortable. I'm so relaxed. I'm just like floating.
Yeah, the most comfortable seating position on that bike is not sitting on it.
But they still have this very
That's
honest
great.
design language. And that's what really appeals to me. This country, it's super accessible with a machine like that. I still want to be able to challenge myself and go out there and do stuff that makes me grow as a person, builds character, and not just live your life in a manner that you look back on in 20 years and you just feel like, whatever, I got a good job, I took care of my family, but I don't really have any stories.
Pan America will define your life.
I feel like I accomplished something, I did something.
You ride off-road and you've accomplished something in life.
I want that, I seek that. That's part, for me, of being alive and like being a part of the world.
Okay, interesting strategy there. Just a lot of little stories in this video. Again, something they talked about. I guess they're going to go more in depth. I would like to know weight. If they're putting forged carbon fiber on this, how much weight is that saving? How much horsepower are we making now? Like, you can show it off, you can tell your little story, but people are going to want to know specifications here. This video seems rather pointless right now. Come with pipes, they come with forged carbon fiber, they come with, looks like Olin suspension. This is going to be a really expensive bike, I would predict. Just another story we're going to tell here. Racing around the city. That's how you need track suspension to ride in city roads. Oh, we're in Kyle Wyman's mode now. This is such a goofy concept. These bikes will never make the horsepower that they do with King of the Baggers. It just won't happen. Let's shake the camera a lot, because that means speed. Okay, that was, I don't know. Oh, Oh, that's it too. Wow. Yeah, that, I don't know. It was kind of a disappointment. I mean, at least they showed the bikes and weren't just doing paint jobs or more of the same in the traditional sense of showing bikes that have been out for years. But they also kind of did. It's, I mean, like the CVO stuff, that stuff has been out since last year, and they put like 2 videos out on that. That was like 10 minutes of this stuff that's already been out. It's interesting, but I think that's going to be way too expensive. It's cool what they're putting on there, but seems kind of gimmicky. I think it's going to be way too much money. I would like to know more about the 117, if they're upping the horsepower or what they're all doing there, because I see they changed a few things around. It almost looks like it might have VVT. It's hard to say, but when you announce these new things that are going to be out in a couple months, it would be nice to know that. They didn't really say much of anything, so I would like to know how much this ST is going to cost. Sport? No. I feel like they said Street Glide ST too, but maybe not. I know they didn't show it, but I thought the one lady in the video said something about it. But there'll probably be a price on here. Oh, 43. I thought that was going to be way worse. Considering all the forged carbon fiber, the upgraded suspension, I was expecting like 55. I wish they had more specifications on this though. Because, let's see, a CVO Road Glide is, let's see, 44.5. And this is 43. So I'm a little confused how this is cheaper. I don't know why you would pay $1,500 more to not get high performance bits. I mean, I guess maybe if you don't like the looks of it, if you don't want pipes, or if you think that suspension is going to be too uncomfortable, I'd imagine they're going to lower it like an inch, lower it to the ground, just for their track performance or whatever they want to call it. But that's interesting. I'm going to do just a little bit of final thoughts here. I discussed this a little bit with my dad, a Harley rider. It is kind of interesting. The Ultra Limiteds are like, they have the pipes and the engine all blacked out by force. There is no chrome option last I looked, but the Street Glide you can get either. So that's kind of interesting. I feel like the Street Glide was always the sportier bike that you would want all blacked out, but if you're giving them the option to chrome it, I don't know why you wouldn't give your top line ultra limited touring bike that option. Just another thing I noticed, there is no VVT here. It doesn't say it, at least. I think this is literally just a 117 engine. So that's not a great upgrade. So pretty much for this, you get the new air cleaner, the new fairing and infotainment system. I guess, I mean, I feel like they should do that, upgrade the infotainment anyways, since it's available. They have it, they should. These bikes haven't been updated in 10 years. They needed to do something, so I guess they kind of needed to do that. A little bit of a disappointment there, honestly. I'm, yeah, I'm impressed, honestly, with the Road Glide ST, that it's less money. I don't quite get that, but I honestly think it looks kind of decent, all blacked out. That being said, I don't like Road Glides. I think they're ugly. I feel like they should have done this in a Street Glide. Also, the seat is kind of cool. That's like a bucket seat almost. As a younger rider myself, I find this kind of interesting. That being said, it's a Road Glide. I wouldn't buy it. It's way too much money. Harleys in general are just way too much money, especially the CVOs. But yeah, I think that is about it. Also, one last note, the compression ratios on the Road Glide ST are 11.4 compared to 10.5 or something on the CVOs. So I'd be interested to see the horsepower there. There's going to be a horsepower gain. I just don't know how much. I wish they would say that, but I guess we're just going to have to wait for dyno stuff. So, thank you again, and I'll see you later.